Hey there, welcome back. So today's topic, we're just gonna discuss one thing that I think is important for all men to do, for several reasons. For growth, to be a leader in your family, to be a leader in your life, to be a leader in your community, to be a better man in general for everybody around you, and to be an example for everybody around you, your children, your friends, your workers in the marketplace, your employees, your fellow coworkers. This one thing actually makes all the difference in the world, and I think a lot of men struggle with this today. And that's just basically taking responsibility for your actions, 100%. So that's it. That's all I got. It's a lot more than that. It sounds simple, right? And it's just okay. Take responsibility for my actions. Yeah, I made that mistake. So what? No, it's more than that. When I say taking responsibility for your actions, I mean absolutely no blame on anybody else for your circumstances, your situation, the problem at hand. It's I believe that everything that we do is a consequence of the actions that we take, and that can be negative or positive. So, for example, if I have a bad habit and I continue doing that habit and I'm eating too much, eventually the consequence to that is I'm not going to be fit. I'm going to be overweight, and I can sit here and I can blame the commercials on TV. I can blame my wife because she cooks junk food and buys junk food at the grocery store. I can blame the restaurant even if I was really looking for someone to blame for not having any healthy options. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous that the amount of things that we can find blame for. But at the end of the day, the only reason that I'm overweight and unhealthy is because I chose to eat that food. It was convenient for me. The inconvenient thing to do would have been to pass up on it, or tell my wife, "Hey, I'm going to lose weight, so please don't buy that junk food at the grocery store anymore, or hide it from me in the house." Or there's steps that I could have taken to prevent me from getting overweight in the first place. But now that I'm overweight, the easy thing for me to do is to blame other people, blame my surroundings, blame the environment, my circumstances, politics. And that is, I don't want to say that everybody who blames everything on everybody else is childish and not really grown, but it's kind of true. Like when you're a kid, you blame things all the time so you don't get in trouble. And then we carry it into our adult lives and with our spouses and our parents, and it's easier to blame what's going on around us rather than what's going on inside of us. Rather than what did we do to get this result? And if I'm quick to pass the blame every time something happens, then that immediately forfeits me taking the ability to look into why it happened, because I'm blaming on that specific thing. Done. That's why it happened. In my head, I believe it. That's why it happened. That needs to be squashed. I experienced a tremendous amount of growth when I stopped blaming everybody for all the stuff that was going on in my life. So we all go through stuff. That's part of life. And it is because of what we believe, what we decide, what we choose, and from little things to big things, it all adds up and it all comes down through the pipeline and has consequences. Ed Mylett had this podcast episode where he's talking about echoes of our life. You do actions that you don't see the results 60, 90 days, 5 years down the road, but whatever you did today is the headline news down the road. You won't notice it today. You might not notice it today, but you'll notice it in the future, whether that be positive or negative. So once we start owning our actions and owning our choices and our decisions, and stop blaming other people, now we get to be a little bit hard on ourselves. And we start realizing, like, man, I can't believe I did that again. That was my fault. That will not happen again. How do I make that not happen again? You kind of start feeling a little bit bad about yourself, and in some areas, like, whew, maybe it wasn't my wife. Maybe I was just being hard on her this whole time, and it was really my fault. Well, it was really your fault this entire time. We always have a way to handle situations, circumstances, in the moment, and it's not always comfortable, and that's the point. So it's stated everywhere in books and all the successful people that have speak, and uncomfortability is where growth occurs. Being uncomfortable, making new habits, healthy habits, and holding yourself accountable and realizing that it's okay to fail and get back up is part of success. It's part of the journey. So I think a big thing for us men is to accept responsibility for the things that we do and the situations that we're in. It did me a world of help and helped me grow tremendously when I started looking at myself and saying, you know what, that was my fault. Now I'm able to fix that course, fix that action or that decision that I was making that gave me that result. And over time, you start seeing the fruits down the road. It starts echoing in your life, and then, all of a sudden, I'm doing what I said I would do. I'm not living as a product of circumstance to the world or to my situation or my surroundings. And the world is a busy place, and we need to take responsibility for who we are, where we go, and what we do, and stop blaming other people. And that's my word of wisdom for today. I hope that serves some of you men, because I do believe that to truly grow and to be a strong man, it's a lot of it is holding yourself accountable for the things that you do and the decisions you make. Thank you.